There were 60 people in that room. White tablecloths, champagne. My husband had just finished his speech, hand on my shoulder, telling the entire room that I was the foundation of everything he'd built. The room applauded. I smiled. I waited. And then I stood up. Thank you, Nathan. That means so much. Actually, I prepared a little something for tonight too, if you don't mind. He looked surprised, but pleased. Sure, babe. Go ahead. I connected my laptop to the projector. What happened next took 4 minutes and 12 slides. And it ended 11 years of marriage. But to understand how I got to that room, with 60 witnesses and a presentation built like a federal audit, you need to go back 30 days. Back to a shirt and a lipstick stain that wasn't my shade. My name is Rachel. I'm a forensic accountant. That might sound boring to most people, but what it really means is this. I find money that people try to hide. Ironic, right? Because for 11 years, I missed the biggest fraud happening right under my own roof. I married Nathan when I was 26. He was charming, ambitious, and had the kind of smile that made you forget every red flag waving behind it. For the first few years, I thought we were happy. I was the one who paid the mortgage. I was the one who built our savings. I was the one who stayed up until midnight reviewing client files, while Nathan went to networking dinners 3 nights a week. I didn't mind. I loved him. And love, as it turns out, is the most expensive blindfold money can buy. We had 2 kids, Emma and Lucas. They were my entire world. I would have walked through fire for that family. What I didn't know was that Nathan had already set the house on fire. It started with a shirt. Nathan had come home late, again, and tossed his dress shirt into the laundry basket. I picked it up the next morning and saw it. A perfect crescent of deep red lipstick, right on the inside of the collar. Not my shade. Not even close. My heart stopped. But my brain didn't. I put the shirt back. I didn't say a word. Instead, I went to work, sat at my desk, and did what I do best. I followed the money. That night, while Nathan slept, I logged into our banking app. I found the second credit card, the one I didn't know about. It was linked to a PO box I'd never seen. The monthly charges told a story all by themselves. A jewellery store, a lingerie boutique, a luxury hotel, and a monthly payment for a 1-bedroom apartment on Maple Street. He had a whole setup, a fully furnished love nest, paid for with money he'd been siphoning from a business account that was actually funded by a home equity line of credit he'd taken out against our house. My house. The house I paid for. He was literally borrowing against my life to fund his affair. I closed the laptop. I finished my wine, and I started writing in the notebook. For 30 days, I smiled. I cooked his favourite meals. I kissed him goodbye every morning. I even ironed the shirts he wore to see her. Every night, After he fell asleep, I worked. Day 3, I identified her. Her name was Vanessa, 24 years old. She didn't know he was married, or at least that's what she told herself, because I found photos of my kids' drawings on Nathan's fridge in that apartment, posted on her Instagram story with a heart emoji. Day 7, I made copies of every financial document, tax returns, mortgage papers, the secret credit card statements. I stored them in a safe deposit box at a bank Nathan didn't know I used. Day 14, I met with the sharpest divorce attorney in the state. Her name was Gloria, and when I laid out my evidence on her conference table, she looked at me over her glasses and said, "Honey, he's going to wish he'd never been born." Day 21. I quietly moved half of our liquid savings into a protected account, exactly as Gloria advised. Completely legal, completely devastating. Nathan had his annual Big Deal celebration coming up on day 30. Every year, his firm threw a dinner for their top closers. It was his night to shine. His boss, his colleagues, his clients, they'd all be there. Even his parents were coming. His mother, Linda, had always treated me like I wasn't good enough for her golden boy. She'd told me once that Nathan could have done better. I decided that dinner would be my stage. But I wasn't going to make a scene. No, I was going to be calm. I was going to be precise. And I was going to let the truth do all the screaming for me. I prepared a presentation. 12 slides. Clean, professional. Only this time, the fraud was personal. The night of the dinner arrived. I wore a new dress. Black, elegant, expensive. We arrived at the restaurant. 60 people. White tablecloths. Champagne. Nathan gave his speech. He thanked his team, and then, with a hand on my shoulder, he said, "And of course, none of this would be possible without my incredible wife, Rachel. She's the foundation of everything I've built." The room applauded. I smiled. I waited. When the applause died down, I stood up. "Thank you, Nathan. That means so much. Actually, I prepared a little something for tonight too, if you don't mind." I connected my laptop to the projector. Slide 1, our wedding photo. Slide 2, a photo of our kids. Slide 3, the credit card statement for the apartment on Maple Street. The room went silent. Slide 4, the jewelry store receipts. Nathan's face turned white. Slide 5, a photo of the apartment showing Nathan and Vanessa entering together. Slide 6, the home equity line of credit taken against our house, without my knowledge. Nathan has been financing a secret apartment and a relationship with a 24-year-old named Vanessa for the last 14 months, I said, my voice steady as a surgeon's hand. He funded it by borrowing $240,000 against our family home. These are the receipts. Nathan lunged for the laptop. His boss grabbed his arm. "Sit down, Nathan." His mother stood up. "This is ridiculous! Rachel, you're embarrassing yourself." I clicked to slide 7, a screenshot of Linda's own texts to Nathan, sent 2 months ago. "Don't worry, sweetheart. Rachel is too busy with her boring little job to ever notice. Just be careful." Linda's face crumbled. She sat down. I closed the laptop, picked up my purse, and looked at Nathan one last time. "The divorce papers are in the car. Gloria will be in touch Monday morning. Enjoy the rest of your evening." I walked out. I didn't run. I didn't cry. I didn't look back. The divorce was finalized 4 months later. Because Nathan had committed financial fraud against the marital estate, the judge awarded me 80% of our assets, full custody of the kids, and ordered Nathan to repay every dollar of that home equity line from his personal funds. Nathan's firm parted ways with him 3 weeks later. 6 months after that, I was promoted, Director of Forensic Accounting. That notebook, the one I started the night I found the lipstick, it still sits on my desk, not as a reminder of what he did, but as a reminder of what I'm capable of. Because the moment he thought I was too distracted to notice, I became the most dangerous person in his life. And I hadn't even broken a sweat. If you've ever been underestimated, overlooked, or taken for granted, this one's for you. Hit that subscribe button and join the Karma Unleashed family. Tell me in the comments, did Rachel go too far? Or was this exactly what Nathan deserved? And always remember, karma doesn't shout. She presents a slideshow. All names and details in this story have been changed for privacy purposes.